we take a look at the Wild Country parking lot, we'll see thousands of square feet of absolutely nothing. But that wasn't always the case. For the last 22 and a half years, we've seen people two-stepping right up to the door. Doors that are now locked for good. North St. Louis has a trash problem. Instead of putting their trash in trash cans or dumpsters, people are just dumping it on the side of the road. I did, Casey, and it's really an unbelievable sight here in Jefferson City. We're just on the corner of Stadium Boulevard, just off of downtown, right across from the high school here. You can see some of the fencing here. That's from the stadium right across the street, and we're actually on the front porch of Amanda Morris's home. You can see the sign here that says unsafe because she has a missing roof. She gave us permission to show you guys inside her home, and you don't need a sign to see this. I mean, this is her roof, this is her living room, her couch. Martin's storage facility does have security cameras, but the problem was his unit wasn't in their view. But on Monday, a 14-year-old almost lost her life here. That's because she got sucked through one of these drainage pipes. We don't know if anybody is still inside the house. The tactical team is down there. I'm gonna go ahead and have photojournalist Andy Sidwell zoom in down here so you can see a little bit better exactly what's going on. The Illinois State Police has their TAC unit in front of the house. Just minutes ago, I could hear them over the megaphone telling somebody to put their hands up. And just so you can see a little bit better, we'll go ahead and take Chopper now. We're over the scene. We did see 3 people come out of the house. You're gonna judge. We've got a couple other judges. We got some counters here. So we're gonna see who can do the most in 45 seconds. So I'm gonna hand this off to you.
Yep.
Step back here.
Okay.
Sergeant Green, I guess you're gonna count for me. All right, here we go.
Timekeeper, you ready?
Tell us when to go.
Okay. Get ready.
And in.
You got this.
Brandon. Brandon. Come on. You can do
Get
this.
set.
That guy's a lot bigger than him.
Yeah.
Begin.
Oh, look at him go.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Go all the way down, all the way up.
You will have to take alternate routes like the sign says over here. They're going to be using a lot of this PVC pipe here and basically covering the wires underground with it to keep it safer and more protected. Right now they're made out of clay and fiber, and those break down a lot quicker. It says for lights like the one on Tucker and Spruce, timers make the most sense. I even had enough time to interview this woman waiting at a red light. I mean, that's pretty awesome. If you didn't hear him, fitting the back journey. But his story started way before he stepped on the field here. Woo. Well, if you want to see the pros do it, come out to the DuQuoin State Fair Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. For now, live in Franklin County and hurting a little bit, Brandon Merano, News 3.
Our Brandon Merano has that story.
For Ben Angeli, painting has been his life's passion, but little did he know that same passion would drive him to care about a cause he hadn't thought about until recently. It's a labor of love.
I'm not sure what draws it to me. I ask myself that a lot, actually.
No matter the color of the canvas.
Tough. Maybe I had been not oblivious to it before, but something about that video it just was hard to watch, man.
He's talking about the video of a police officer kneeling on the neck of George Floyd.
I couldn't ignore what that made me feel like.
So Angeli started painting a picture of what social injustice looks like to him, just off the Del Mar Divide.
Cops are people. We're all people. Black people are people. White people are people. You know what I mean? You place somebody in a category and you're already making your own reality of who you think they are, who they actually are. And it's always going to be a mischaracterization, man.
After his first painting of George Floyd was vandalized, Ben wiped the slate clean, painting a new portrait in the same spot, this time of Breonna Taylor.
I wasn't going to let the vandalism stop us from trying to bring attention to it.
Now he's hoping his paintings will influence others to see people in a better light, no matter the color of the canvas.
You know, see people as human. Pretty simple.
In St. Louis, Brandon Merano, 5 on your side. Mike and Ann, a really touching moment this afternoon. These streets were filled with people showing their support for the 33-year-old state trooper, many of them saluting, putting their hands over their hearts, or waving flags like this in support of Hopkins and his family. Whether you knew him well,
just a great guy,
or barely knew him at all,
I don't think there's any words to describe this. When the community comes together, when tragic stuff happens.
no words to describe this, but plenty of words to describe State Trooper Nick Hopkins.
He just was a people person. He loved to do stuff for people. And
always wanting to help people. Talked to a guy yesterday just out there, come up to look at the memorial yesterday, and he talked about Nick was just helping put up a fence.
In talking about Trooper Hopkins, there's one word that stands out.
Kindness.
That word, kindness. It's something a whole community showed Monday afternoon.
Always willing to help somebody. That's why, in memory, Nick, go out and do a good deed for somebody. Somebody, you know, act of kindness for a stranger. That's where we got to start with kindness towards each other. We got so much hate for each other right now.
This kind of kindness isn't something anyone here wanted to show. They needed to.
he'll be remembered for as long as I can remember here. You know, this town will not forget what happened here.
A whole community showing what so many others saw in Nick, kindness.
Think about doing an act of kindness. Nick would want that. His dad would want it, his wife.
In Waterloo, Brandon Merano, 5 on your side.
Thousands of fans were downtown for the celebrations. Our Chris Davis and Brandon Merano give us a special look at the parade and the rally.
For those who don't live here, the perception can sometimes be dreary. And for the last 52 years, so is the Blues' quest for the Cup. But with a win for the ages, St. Louis threw a party to match.
Too many Bud Light. St. Louis Classic.
Some got an earlier start than others.
Can't drink all day unless you start early.
What's the key to success here?
A cold beer and Depends.
That goes for the age of some of the fans, too.
This will be something that we'll have to tell her about and hope she remembers the experience.
As the morning went on, the sun came out, and so did the fans. An early estimate, 500,000 to watch the boys in blue hoist the cup high. Vying for a spot to even see got, well, creative.
I'm 60 years old. This is not in my bucket list to sit up here, but this is in my bucket list right here.
A mountaintop feeling that may not go away anytime soon.
I am going to be here till the next Stanley Cup.
As the players marched down Market, at times it felt more like a meet and greet than a parade.
It's the best day ever.
And while it was never in doubt who deserved the cheers on this day, there was an unmistakable feeling what took center stage.
A testament to how great the city is.
For a town often perceived as a city of yesterday.
From whatever county you're from whatever high school you're from, this is the best city ever.
This parade marched in an unmistakable hope for tomorrow.
It brings us all together. I think everybody's here because the city is on fire.
It's a moment this city has been waiting for 52 years. And maybe, just maybe, a gateway to something new.
The party ends at a spot familiar to St. Louisans, but this is a feeling we've never felt before.
This is the happiest day of my life. I've been waiting on this for 21 years.
It's a party you have to see to believe.
It's amazing how many people that came and how many Blues fans there are in St. Louis.
A parade of champions making history for a city.
We did it! Way to go, Blues!
That needs a moment like this.
Incredible. Been waiting 52 years.
A hometown hero hoisting the cup, cementing this day in St. Louis history.
I can't even put it into words. It's just incredible.
A comeback story fit for the big screen. Featuring an 80s song everyone is singing again. And a chinchilla for good luck.
A lot of twists and turns. Sometimes it got scary. A lot of, deficits, this, that. But at the end of the day, the prophecy is complete. He was in the cup and all was right in the world. And look at this parade, man. He's a magic rat.
500,000 people at a party that's put St. Louis back on the map.
We turned it around in January. We showed the city what we're about, and we are here now.
In downtown St. Louis, Brandon Merano.
And I'm Chris Davis. 5 on your side.
For the past 10 years, one organization in Augusta, Missouri has been helping nearly 1,000 Marines from across the country get a new lease on life.
Our Brandon Merano, who recently returned from Afghanistan himself, got exclusive access into the one-week training program and brings us their inspiring stories.
Just a couple miles outside Defiance, Missouri.
It took me a couple of years of just kind of partying and trying to drink all my pain away, and it didn't work.
Sits a cabin full of Marines defying the odds.
So it's time to try something different.
For Romero Garcia,
if they charge for this, they can make a killing.
That something was signing up for the all-expense-paid Focus Marine Foundation program.
The physical injuries that's the easiest thing. It's the other injuries. It's those scars that lie beneath the surface.
No matter the injury.
2013, my MRAP was hit with an IED. It was a mine roller that took the brunt of the force, so no physical injuries, but just a bit of TBI.
One question.
Yes. The Focus program provides Marines the tools they need to succeed in civilian life.
From the guidance I've got, I'd like to start my own company. I have a few different ideas, different niches within my industry, and hopefully be a business owner.
More than 100 volunteers run the one-week camp, cooking these Marines free meals.
I'm the same thing as him. What is that?
And giving them back the bond many of them lost after leaving the military. If you had one word to describe the men and women in there, what would it be?
Courageous.
An act of courage benefiting some of the bravest men and women to walk among us.
I think I can just sum it up in one word: gift. You know, this whole experience has just been a gift.
A gift thousands of Marines can hopefully receive for years to come. Where do you think you go from here?
Forward.
And continue to defy the odds. In Augusta, Missouri, Brandon Merano, 5 on your side.
If you'd like to donate or volunteer with the Focus Marine Foundation, you can click on Brandon's story in the As Seen on TV section of our website, ksdk.com.